Every day you wake up, you're not just living, you're shaping your mind. The little choices you make from the moment you open your eyes are not random. They are habits. And here's the truth most people ignore. Your habits are building or breaking your future. Success doesn't come from motivation alone. It doesn't come from one big decision you make once in your life. Success is built in silence, in the small daily routines that nobody notices. The books you read or don't read, the thoughts you choose to focus on, the time you waste or invest, the way you talk to yourself when no one is listening. These habits are programming your thinking, and your thinking is everything. It determines whether you see opportunities or obstacles, whether you take action or procrastinate, whether you grow or stay stuck in the same cycle. That's why two people with the same education, same job, and same income can end up living completely different lives. One has habits that fuel a rich, growth-oriented mindset, while the other has habits that keep them trapped in scarcity and self-doubt. The scary part. Most people don't even realize their habits are shaping them. They think they are just living, but in reality, every scroll on social media, every excuse, every repeated negative thought is a vote for the kind of person they are becoming. But here's the good news. You can reprogram your mind. You can build habits that expand your thinking, habits that give you clarity, confidence, and the courage to move forward. In the moment you take control of your daily habits, you take control of your entire life. So in this episode, we're going to break down exactly how daily habits shape your thinking, how to spot the ones that are holding you back, and how to replace them with powerful routines that set you up for success. Stay with me until the end, because what you're about to hear could change the way you see yourself and your future forever. And if you're serious about building a strong mindset and financial freedom, make sure to subscribe, like this video, and share it with someone who needs to hear this today. Your mindset is not built in a day. In fact, it's not built in a week, a month, or even a year. It is shaped quietly, subtly, in the small decisions and actions you repeat every single day. Every morning when you wake up, the choice of what you do first sets the tone for your mind. Do you check your phone and scroll endlessly through social media, absorbing negativity and comparison? Or do you spend 10 minutes reading, learning, or reflecting, feeding your mind with ideas that can transform your life? These small choices are far more powerful than most people realize. Think of your brain as a garden. Every thought you plant and every habit you water either grows weeds or nurtures strong, fruitful plants. When you repeat small, positive habits consistently, you are planting seeds of growth, abundance, and confidence. But if you indulge in habits that drain your energy, like procrastination, negative self-talk, or constant distraction, your mind becomes a field of weeds, limiting your potential and keeping you trapped in the same patterns. Consider two people with almost identical circumstances. Same job, same salary, same free time. One spends 10 minutes every day reading or listening to insightful content, journaling, or visualizing goals. The other wastes the same 10 minutes scrolling, complaining, or comparing themselves to others. 1 year from now, the first person will have built a sharper, more disciplined, opportunity-ready mind. The second person will likely be in the exact same place, still feeling frustrated and stuck. 10 years later, the gap is enormous. Small, repeated habits compound into massive advantages or disadvantages. This is the hidden, almost magical power of daily habits. They don't just structure your schedule. They structure your brain, your mindset, and your life. Your habits are literally shaping who you become long before you see it reflected in your bank account, career, or personal achievements. Every great thinker, entrepreneur, or high performer you admire didn't get there overnight. They mastered the power of daily habits. And the best part? You can start today. No excuses. No waiting for the perfect moment. Every small habit you commit to now is a vote for the person you want to become. Ask yourself, are your habits training your mind for growth and opportunity, or for fear, distraction, and limitation? The answer to that question is the real difference between where you are today and where you could be tomorrow. While daily habits can build an extraordinary mindset, The truth is that many people unknowingly sabotage their own mental growth through negative habits. These are the habits that quietly steal your focus, energy, and potential, leaving you stuck in the same cycle year after year. And the scary part? Most people don't even realize they're doing it. One of the most common negative habits is constant comparison with others. When you measure your progress against someone else's highlight reel on social media, your brain gets tricked into thinking you're falling behind. You feel inadequate, anxious, and frustrated. You start doubting your own abilities, ignoring the small wins you achieve every day, and losing motivation to keep going. The habit of comparison doesn't just steal your peace of mind, it reshapes your thinking to focus on lack instead of growth. Another harmful habit is consuming negative content. The news, social media feeds, gossip, or even constant complaining can flood your mind with fear, scarcity, and distraction. Your brain responds to repeated exposure. If you feed it worry, fear, and pessimism, your thought patterns will adjust accordingly. Over time, you begin to see obstacles where there are opportunities and limitations where there is potential. Then there's procrastination and lack of commitment. Delaying tasks, putting off decisions, or avoiding responsibility trains your brain to resist discipline. Each time you say, "I'll do it later," you are reinforcing a pattern of weakness, indecision, and stagnation. It doesn't matter how talented or intelligent you are. Without consistent action, your mind will not develop the confidence and resilience it needs to succeed. Finally, focusing on problems instead of solutions is another destructive habit. Some people spend their days analyzing everything that's wrong, worrying about challenges, and obsessing over mistakes. While reflection is important, constantly dwelling on problems builds a mindset of limitation. You begin to expect failure, anticipate obstacles, and miss the opportunities hidden in challenges. The sad truth is, these negative habits compound quietly. They may seem harmless in the moment. A quick scroll, a few minutes of worrying, a delay in action. But over months and years, they shape your thinking, restrict your potential, and create a life that is far below what you're truly capable of. Recognizing these habits is the first step toward freedom, because once you see the patterns that weaken your mind, you can start to replace them with habits that strengthen it. While negative habits quietly weaken your mind, positive daily habits have the incredible power to strengthen it, expand your thinking, and set you on a path to success and fulfillment. These are the habits that high performers, entrepreneurs, and successful people cultivate consistently, often without anyone noticing. Yet they're the real secret behind long-term growth and achievement. One of the most powerful habits is daily reading. Reading, even just 10 to 20 minutes a day, exposes your mind to new ideas, strategies, and perspectives. It rewires your thinking, fuels creativity, and strengthens your ability to solve problems. Reading about personal growth, financial literacy, or the stories of successful people creates a mindset of possibility. Every page you read is a step toward a sharper, more capable mind. Another essential habit is writing down your goals, no matter how small. Journaling your thoughts, plans, or objectives helps clarify your priorities and gives you a sense of direction. Goals written down are no longer abstract. They become commitments that your mind starts to work on subconsciously. This habit transforms vague aspirations into actionable steps, helping you track progress and maintain focus on what truly matters. Deliberate positive thinking is another habit that reshapes your mental landscape. Instead of letting negative thoughts dominate your day, take control and reframe challenges as opportunities. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Or how can this experience make me stronger? Reframing thoughts doesn't ignore reality. It trains your brain to focus on solutions and growth instead of fear and limitation. Gratitude is a simple yet transformative habit. Writing down 3 things you're grateful for each day rewires your brain to notice abundance rather than scarcity. Gratitude shifts your perspective from what's missing to what you already have, creating a positive feedback loop that reinforces confidence, contentment, and resilience. Finally, learning from experience instead of fearing failure is a habit that separates successful people from the rest. Every challenge, mistake, or setback becomes a lesson. You analyze, adjust, and grow. When you adopt this habit, fear loses its power over you, and your mind becomes resilient, adaptive, and forward-focused. The most remarkable thing about these positive habits is how they compound over time. Just like money in an investment, small, consistent habits accumulate, producing massive results. 1 hour of reading, reflecting, or practicing gratitude daily might seem insignificant today, but a year from now, you'll be a completely different person with a mindset prepared to seize opportunities, make bold decisions, and achieve goals that once seemed impossible. These habits are the real architects of your future. They do more than fill your day. They shape the way you think, the choices you make, and ultimately, the life you live. Adopting just a few of these daily routines consistently can start a chain reaction of growth, confidence, and abundance that expands into every area of your life. Recognizing negative habits is only the first step. The real challenge and the true opportunity lies in transforming them into positive habits that empower your mind and your life. Changing your habits doesn't happen overnight. It's not about trying to change everything at once or waiting for motivation to magically appear. The most effective transformations are gradual, intentional, and consistent. Start by focusing on one habit at a time. Trying to overhaul your entire routine at once is overwhelming and almost always fails. Instead, choose one habit that will have the biggest impact on your mindset. Maybe it's reading for 10 minutes each morning, journaling your goals, practicing gratitude, or reframing negative thoughts. By concentrating on a single habit, you give yourself a realistic chance to succeed, and that success creates momentum for the next habit. Next, anchor your new habit to an existing routine. This is known as habit stacking, and it's a powerful way to integrate positive behaviors into your daily life. For example, after you drink your morning coffee, read one page of a personal development book. After brushing your teeth at night, write down 3 things you're grateful for. By linking new habits to established routines, you reduce friction and make it easier for the behavior to become automatic over time. Reward yourself for progress, even in small ways. Celebrate the completion of your habit each day. Positive reinforcement tells your brain that this behavior is beneficial and worth repeating. It also helps to maintain motivation during the early days when the habit is not yet natural. Remember, transformation is about progress, not perfection. Another critical strategy is to be patient and persistent. Habits are not magic. They take time to wire into your brain, and setbacks are normal. Missing a day or struggling to stay consistent does not mean failure. It means you are human. The key is to return to the habit immediately. Learn from what caused the lapse and adjust your strategy without judgment. Over time, consistent repetition rewires your neural pathways and shifts your thinking permanently. Finally, track your habits and reflect on your growth. Use a journal, an app, or even a simple checklist. Seeing your progress visually reinforces your commitment, provides accountability, and allows you to notice patterns that either support or hinder your growth. Reflection helps you understand not only what you are doing, but why you are doing it, which deepens your awareness and strengthens your motivation. Transforming negative habits into positive ones is not just about doing better. It's about reprogramming your mind, reclaiming your energy, and shaping your future. Each positive habit you adopt compounds over time, creating a ripple effect that touches every area of your life: your career, relationships, finances, and personal fulfillment. What may seem like a small change today can become the foundation for extraordinary growth tomorrow. Remember this: the mind is a garden. Every action you take, every habit you cultivate, determines whether weeds take over or whether the garden flourishes. By intentionally replacing negative habits with positive ones, you're choosing to nurture a mind that is resilient, focused, and unstoppable. Your daily habits are not just routines. They're the blueprint of who you are becoming. Every choice you make, every thought you entertain, every action you repeat is quietly sculpting your mind, your beliefs, and ultimately your destiny. It may seem small or insignificant today, but remember, success is never built in a day. It's built in moments, repeated consistently over time. Think about the life you could have a year from now if you commit to even just one positive habit today. Imagine how your mind, your focus, and your confidence would transform. Picture yourself making decisions with clarity, facing challenges with resilience, and waking up each morning knowing that you are in control of your thoughts and your future. That is the power of daily habits. That is the difference between living a life of distraction, fear, and limitation, and living a life full of growth, opportunity, and abundance. And here's the truth. You are not defined by your past habits. You're not bound by the routines that held you back. The moment you choose to start today, to replace one negative habit with a positive one, to spend a few minutes investing in your mind instead of scrolling endlessly, you reclaim control. You become the architect of your life. You become unstoppable. So, I challenge you right now. Look at your daily routines and ask yourself, are they lifting you up or holding you down? Are your habits building a mindset that will carry you to your dreams? Or are they keeping you trapped in the same patterns? The choice is yours, and it always will be. I want you to start today. Pick one small habit, read for 10 minutes, write down 3 things you're grateful for, or reframe one negative thought, and commit to it. Watch as your mind starts to change, and slowly but surely, your life begins to transform. And if you want more guidance, more strategies, and more inspiration to build a strong mindset and achieve financial freedom, subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, and don't miss the next episodes. Share this video with someone who needs to hear this today. Your future self will thank you. Remember, every habit is a vote for the person you are becoming. Every choice is shaping your destiny. Don't wait. Start now.